GreenHouse 17 recently expanded their Children's Safe Exchange and visitation services. Here to talk about the expansion is Darlene Thomas, the program's executive director. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
What is the importance of these programs?
Our visitation and exchange component is very important to survivors who have found themselves in conflict and they have children with the person they're in conflict with. So there's been some intimate partner violence that has taken place. Maybe the courts are involved, most likely. And so most survivors would say one of their biggest concerns is the safety of their children. And so this is an avenue to make sure that that the non-offending parent knows that when their children are visiting, they're safe. And it also gives time for the court, because it's often court-ordered, temporarily, just until we can wrap families in safety planning and see if things can de-escalate and get back to more of a normal schedule. So while things are heightened, it's important to have some interventions in place.
What does the exchange typically look like for families?
Right, so exchange is a little different than the visitation. So visitation would be where visiting parents would come. We have law enforcement on site always to make sure things stay de-escalated, but they would come and they wait. The non-visiting parent will show up with the children, and then our staff will escort them in, and then they will leave, and then a visit will take place for about an hour, and then the visiting parent comes back, non-visiting parent picks up the kids and leaves, and then the law enforcement lets the visiting parent wait like 15 minutes before they can leave. That way we know that nobody's going to run into each other, everybody's going to be safe, and the kids have a wonderful visit.
That's what's most important.
That is what's most important. And then the exchange is just a safe place. It's kind of monitored. Well, it's not really monitored, but it is on camera where people can just come on weekends and just exchange. And that way, a lot of times survivors feel a little more comfortable that nothing's going to happen if we're on camera. Like it will keep things de-escalated.
They got to make sure that they're on their best behavior.
That's right, right. And if not, there's a camera that has taped any negative behavior that took place. But most of the time, it works very well. It's very respectful on both sides. And all the while, kids get to preserve relationship
with that
and have healthy visits,
There you go. And the expansion's in Danville. We were talking how a lot of things are central here in Lexington, the importance of it being in Danville.
Well, you know, we've been doing visitation exchange here for several years. And we also have a site at Georgetown, at the Georgetown Police Department. And this often takes a whole lot of community partners to make work. And in Danville, we were looking to expand thanks to the United Way, who encouraged us to put together a community group. We did. And with that, Grace Church stepped to the plate and donated their facility, which was perfect, and let us put in all the security. And then we have partnerships with local law enforcement and community. So it's worked out beautifully. We just opened. We had a grand opening last week.
Great. And you know, what's the best way for the community to learn more about your services? You
know, the best way, because we have a whole host of services way beyond visitation exchange, but the best way is our website, which is greenhouse17.org, and you can get to our crisis line, you can get to our legal advocacy, our counseling support groups, shelter services if necessary. Everything we do, our industries, because we make body products, and we have a flower CSA. So anything you want to learn about us, our mission, how we go about fulfilling it, please come visit our website or call us at 1-800-544-2022.
I know you all do so much for the community, because I was talking earlier how you all came in for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and you just do so much. And I know this is a very important cause for you too.
Well, it is. I've done this work all my life, I think. It feels like, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a huge blessing and honor every day to be able to serve vulnerable individuals, because they give me courage and strength every day. It's mutual. I'm not helping them any more than they're helping me. So that part of it's really beautiful. But I will also say that the community and community support is incredible. So we do a lot in the community, but that's because the community asks us to, right? And they want us to be a part of the solutions. And so I have to say, we live in the best part of the state. Central Kentucky is incredibly supportive of survivors and GreenHouse 17.
Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.